For this tutorial you will need your selected yarn. Today I am using this yarn which is from Your Crochet and Knitting magazine. I'm going to use the colour Jolly Jade. This tutorial will also feature in issue 4 of Your Crochet and Knitting magazine, so make sure that you go and check that out because there will be the written instructions and also pictorials as well. You will need your corresponding crochet hook depending on what yarn you use, and also a pair of scissors and a darning needle to sew in the ends. As always, if you like my tutorials, make sure that you click that subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, click the bell button and you'll be notified of when my videos go live. You want to begin by creating your slip knot, and you can use whichever method you prefer to this. And you want to go ahead and insert your hook. I'm going to go up a little bit with my hook size than what comes with the kit, just to make it a little bit easier for you to see what I'm doing. You want to begin by creating your foundation chain, and this is going to be in multiples of 3. So you would grab the yarn and pull it through for a chain 1, 2 and 3, and you would keep repeating that until you get to your desired length. So that's 3, you'd go 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3, and just keep repeating that until you get to your desired size. So you would measure out how wide you want your blanket to be, or your cushion, or your scarf, whichever. So pause the video, work your desired length and meet me back once you're ready. So I've now done my chain. I've done multiples of 3, so I've done 30. Then once you've done your multiples of 3 and got to your desired length, we want to add a couple more to account for the edges. So you want to go ahead and chain 2 additional stitches. Now we're going to do our first row, and what we're going to do is work a double crochet into the second chain from the hook. So I'm working in UK terms. A double crochet in the US is known as a single crochet. So we don't count this chain that's on the hook, we skip the first one and then we go ahead and do a double crochet into this second chain. So insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull it through. You'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then grab the yarn and pull through both loops on the hook. Go ahead and go into the next one, and then you're just going to simply work your way all along this foundation chain doing your double crochets. So go ahead, pause the video and meet me back once you have done all of those stitches. Okay, so I have completed those double crochets along that chain. You will notice that the chain does twist a little bit, and that is fairly normal. I would say if it's really coiled up, then you might have an issue with your tension. What I would suggest, if that does happen, go ahead and go up a size with your crochet hook for the foundation chain, and then go back to your normal crochet hook size for the actual rest of the stitches, and that can sometimes help the issue. But we're now ready for our row 2, and what we're going to do here is chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn our work. And we're going to do our treble clusters now. So what we want to do here is ignore this very first stitch here, this double crochet, and we're going to work into the second double crochet along, and we're going to start with our twin cluster stitch. So the twin cluster stitch starts off by treble crocheting some stitches together. So a treble crochet in the UK is known as a double crochet in the US. We're going to grab our yarn, insert our hook into that second double crochet along, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 3 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. We're not going to finish off that treble, instead we're going to do 2 more in the same way. So yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, you now have 3 loops on the hook, and then 1 more, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 4 loops on the hook. So we're going to do that very same thing again. We're going to skip the next double crochet and do the same thing into the double crochet after that. So yarn over, skip a double into the next one. Grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So what you're left with now is 7 chains on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You want to grab the yarn, turn your hook downwards and pull through all of those loops. You're going to chain 1 in order to cinch those together, and then you're going to chain 1 to move across to the next twin cluster. So from here we're just going to repeat that. We're going to yarn over, insert into the next double, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. When you get to this point, just pull up a little bit and it stops it from becoming too tight, your tension from becoming too tight. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, pull up a little bit, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 3 in there. We're going to skip a double crochet and do exactly the same thing. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and the second one, 2, and 3. So there we have 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 7 loops, chain 1 to secure, and then chain 1 to move over. So you're going to repeat that all the way along until you get to the very end. What you will find is that once you've done your last twin cluster, you will have 1 stitch remaining. So pause the video, work your way along, and then meet me back when you are at that point. So I've just finished row 2 and this is what it's looking like. I have just done my last twin cluster and I'm going to go ahead and do a treble crochet into this very last stitch just here. So remember that's a double crochet in the US. And then row 3 is actually really simple. You're going to chain 1 and turn, and what we're going to do is double crochets all the way along this row. So this is actually really simple. What you want to do is do a double crochet into that chain space. You want to do a double crochet into the top of your cluster, and then you want to do 2 double crochets into this next chain space. So 1 and 2. Then you're going to repeat that again. So a double crochet into the top of the cluster, and then 2 double crochets into the chain space. So go ahead, pause the video, work your way to the end, and I'll show you how to finish off this row and move on to your next one. So I've just come to the end of that row. I've just done my double crochet into the top of that cluster. I'm going to do 1 double crochet into this chain space, and then I'm going to do a double crochet into the actual chain, so the 3rd chain from the bottom. And what this does is it just secures it to the edge. So what you would want to do from here is go ahead and start your repeat. So we're going to repeat row 2 and row 3 again. So you would just chain 4, turn your work, and then you would repeat that cluster stitch. So you would skip this first double crochet and work into the second double crochet with your cluster. So 1, 2, and 3, skip a double crochet and then work into the next one with your 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, pull through those 7 loops, chain 1 to secure and chain another and repeat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a few more rows so you can start to see what it looks like. Don't forget to rewind the video and take a look at row 2 and 3 if you need to again, but I shall see you in just a moment. Okay, so I've gone ahead and built a few more rows, and as you can see it looks really, really beautiful. It almost looks like a modern version of a granny pattern, but I just really, really like it. You want to finish with this double crochet side, and to finish you want to chain 1, snip off your yarn, and then pull that out to secure, and then all you would need to do is sew in your ends. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to pick up issue 4 of Your Crochet and Knitting magazine. At the moment it's available in the UK. I'll leave a link in the description box below so that you can check it out, but it's also available in all UK supermarkets. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with all of my latest videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again next time. Bye!